What's happening? It's your boy, Koopalicious. That is not my name, but I decided to call myself Koopalicious. So we're sticking with it today. I am Koopalicious. Koopaliciously, conspicuously, being sus. Add the vine boom here like 8 times. Yep. Thank you, editor. It's either the editor like it's another person, because it is another person. I have another editing mode. I have an editing mode. I have a gooning mode. I have a gaining mode. I have a producing mode. Exactly. They're all in there. They're all parts of me. Anyways, what we're doing today, I'm making myself laugh too much in this intro. What we're doing today is more vocation dedications. And Superstar Quest is being done. It's 152, as you do. So we're gonna fight a boss. And like I said last time, we are doing a lot of these bosses. Oh, excuse me, got a burp. Yeah, no, you guys gotta subscribe to the Patreon to hear that. I definitely muted that shit. Yeah, I told you guys last time, we're doing a lot of these solo. So, solo dolo time, we're gonna go defeat him, beat his ass. As soon as I find out where the fuck this shit is. It's Popula Hole over in, I think, the first Puku area or whatever. And yeah, that's the gist of most of these quests. This is a pretty basic, well, you know, literally a basic vocation, since it's been here since the first version. I decided to keep a couple of these early vocations to do at the end of our journey, especially this one, because it's mostly like an experience-based, progression-based class, and I like to take things slow, so obviously we wouldn't really need this too early on. Very good, though, if you're looking to level. Grab a superstar. Definitely throw them in the party, and then you grab like a battle master or something, and then you just grab a healer, and then bam, you have whatever class you need to get leveled with perfect synergy as long as you're in the right place. But that's about all for the gameplay tips. We'll go into story spoilers for today, because there is a nice little cutscene after this boss. Essentially, we are meeting our rival, you know, like in Pokemon. So I suppose this is the most closely resembled quest that relates to Pokemon, because Pokemon in itself is like becoming like a sports star or something, and they really delved deeper into that analogy in a couple of the games. I think the Sword and Shield ones, or was it the Sun and Moon ones, or what? A lot of, like, basically every Pokemon game after Black and White blends together, because Black and White was like it was like peak. It was like, I don't want to say it was peak, but it was like peak. Okay, it was basically peak. But yeah, that's enough stroking the Pokemon ego. On to the story spoilers here. We're meeting our rival, and they basically help us out with the boss, and then they're like, I'm gonna be better than you, because I'm so amazing, and I try so hard, and my life is great, and blah, 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 blah. And then we go back, and we're like, hey, I met the rival, and you're like, yeah, she's a thing. She's still around. But yeah, that's one thing we always have to remember, guys. People will come at you for seemingly no reason. It's like, you're not even nearly as good as me, you know, and then you're just gonna act like, you know, you're gonna usurp my power. Sure, buddy. But how you truly elevate to superstardom is you gotta take these people on the chin, you gotta let them talk their talk, and you gotta, once again, continue to walk your walk. Like I was saying last time, man, chop wood, carry water. It is a lot of tactical ignorance. You have to be tactically aware and unaware of the bullshit that they say, because in the end, like I said, it doesn't really fucking matter. Your opinions have no bearing on my soul. That type of shit. You gotta stonewall them, essentially, but you have to let them speak and feel. And also, you have to feel yourself. Now, I'm not saying you gotta, you know, show all of your scars and pain that it does to you to them. You can show it to them through the art or through whatever you do. Whatever actions you take, but that's the problem with essentially this whole nature of this person. I don't know what the name is of them. I'm not like intentionally hiding you from knowing who they are, but it's just some random Dragon Quest girl. I just forget their name. We'll see them in a little bit after this boss, which I will be soloing with my boy Lime King. Amazing. But yeah, it's one thing that you clearly see happening, and just it's the motor mouth, you know, the talking, and then the monologuing, and the blah blah blah, and the blah blah blah, and then the riff raff, and the showing that you are this boisterous, amazing person. It's like, if you were, you would have just done it. Or if you were actually good, you would have just dropped in, saved my ass, and left. It's like I got shit to do, okay? I have to chop more wood and carry more water to get even stronger, so you're wasting my fucking time here even. But you know, they have to stop and they have to monologue on how great they are and their great aspirations and how they've been working with them for years and how you're the new guy, so you gotta listen to me. And my cock is huge. Wait, she's a girl, so she probably doesn't have a cock, which means she sucks. But yeah, essentially, the main gist of this, guys, is the title of the fucking whole thing is that you suck, right? We're terrible, right? But there's always gonna be somebody under you. You know, you suck, but there's somebody who sucks more. And this is just telling us that. But although this is a fact of life, you can't allow it to rule you and allow yourself to be, I don't know, I guess ideologically captured by the fact that everybody else is below me or above me. You just gotta keep chopping wood and carrying water. But know that yeah, you do have that confidence and you do have that ability to do more. And also, doing more means you do less. Speaking and talking about doing more because you're too busy doing things. It's a whole conundrum because I feel like a lot of people feel like to be famous you have to get noticed, but to get noticed you have to like try to not get noticed and just do the things that make you get noticed, but you can't close the door to notice them if you want to notice the noticing of notice. No, if you want to notice. Brain function overload! Brain function overload! I think I had a point here. The boogeyman has got to me. I have brain boogers. I have monkey boogers. Oh my goodness. Hey man, my boy Peso can get down though. Look at him. Look at his ass. He be dancing. Okay, this is taking too long. Charmed again. This is taking too long, so it looks like I'm gonna have a Lion King get deployed because I'm smacking him now to try and start him up, but he's he's suffering right now, as we all are. But yeah, I feel like the one simple fact, because a lot of people do get hate online, and the simple fact is that if you have a small channel like mine, you're gonna get a lot of hate, a lot of hate, so much hate before you get the love. And the problem with that is that even when you are getting the love, like I'm getting the love, and I still hone in on the tiny little comments to just stop by and say, you suck, you know, your music's trash, turn that music off, you kids get off my lawn, whatever the fuck they say, I don't know what they say, but they say some shit. They say some shit, and it gets stuck in my brain, unlike, I've talked about this a couple times, people do send me good stuff, you know, but it's especially when, like, I reach out and I spit some truth in somebody else's section. I reach out on a Discord, and I really do get love from that. But at the same time, I know I would get more if I just chop wood and carry water. And that's what is happening now. That is what will happen in every season that is meant for us. We just have to let God do its divine work and know that the devil does the same kind of divine work in the same way. So be careful. Be fucking careful, especially in this super stardom. Especially in this super stardom. That's one thing they teach you a lot in this vocation series of quest. It is that not everything is as it seems. Not everybody's trying to help you. You know? So that's why, and also not everybody's trying to hurt you, right? So that's why we have to come into this with an open heart and open mind and be willing to feel everything that there is to feel. Also, like forgive the cutscenes right now. This is the first version, guys. So, you know, they really didn't have the budget at the time to make the cutscenes really, really good. So they're hanging on there, right? They're hanging on. This is Chrisley. She's aspiring to, I don't know, do something. And so we have to respect her authority. You know, she's been here before us. But a lot of times what's annoying about this whole path to superstardom is just some people were destined for it, and some people like Chrisley, well, they'll just keep trying. It's kind of like I said with the politicians, man. Not everybody who is up there really deserves to be there, and there's a lot of people who we need to be up there who don't want to go. They're like, I'm good. I'm not doing that. You can't make me. And that is the same thing with superstardom. I want Frank Ocean back! I also want him to have good mental health. I want him to be safe, you know? So, I admire the fact that he's stable enough, and I want to aspire to that level. He's stable enough to really know when enough is enough. Some motherfuckers don't, you know? Logic, 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 logic. If you could get the fuck out of here, that'd be nice. No, I'm joking. I love this music. But seriously, you gotta know when enough really is enough, you know? Because I have no doubt that all of the stupidly rich people in the world will continue to be stupidly rich. It's just the way the world runs. Just the way the world runs, you know? You're always gonna adhere to the level of functionality that you are in society, and so many people will act like, oh, you gotta raise your standards, man. You gotta get your money up. You gotta carry a bigger pencil so you can grind harder. Nah, man. Whatever is there for you is already here. It's crazy. It's crazy to say that. It's crazy to realize that. Me saying that, as a person who's chased for so long. But it really is. It's not a joke, man. It is not a fucking joke. Like what we're meant to have is what we have right now. And anything beyond that is asking God for far too much. You should fear that man. He should fear you because he is in you. And the fear should bring you gratitude because holy shit, he could kill us right now. Right at this very moment could be our very last. You know, lightning bolts, nuke, Korean bomb, missile, you know, VTuber reaching out of the screen and strangling you, you know, anything could happen. So, stay blessed, my friends, and our path to superstardom continues in the next one.